Today's class is all about keeping our bodies strong and our resilience up as we work through a yoga flow that's suitable for all levels, and it's designed specifically to boost our immunity. So we'll start with a little bit of breathing, so coming down onto your mat and just taking any seated position that works for you. Crossing the legs, or if that's not good for the knees, you can always stretch out those legs in front of the body. Once we're seated comfortably, we'll just start to really lift and lengthen through the spine, creating a nice tall posture and just helping to open the heart here. The palms will turn upwards towards the sky, and we'll rest the hands either on top of the knees or one hand on top of the other, resting in the lap. And as we close our eyes, we'll just start to shift our awareness. So we allow the day and the room, wherever you are now, just to dissolve into the background. And just take a couple of moments here to really focus on your breath. Notice right now how you're breathing, where the breath starts from. Are you breathing from the nose or from the mouth? What's the rhythm of the breath like? Which parts of the body do you feel rise and fall with every inhale and exhale? And with that awareness, begin to see if we can really start to find some control. We're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Kind of breathe out through the mouth, sort of as if you're blowing a candle out. So it's not a big, heavy sigh, but we're controlling the exhale. And we'll breathe with a count. So can we inhale for 2, 1, and exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just in your own time, just continue with this rhythmic paced breathing. In for 2 and out for 4. And so this slow deep breathing is going to switch our central nervous system to a mode of rest and relaxation. And yoga can really help boost our body's immunity by reducing levels of stress. And reduced stress helps to lower the levels of inflammation so that our body has the energy to keep our defenses up. After a few rounds of this paced breathing, with the next exhale, just relax the breath and let it come back to a more natural, steady rate. For the most part of the practice, we'll aim on keeping the breath flowing slowly and deeply through the nose. That's going to help to cleanse and purify the air as it enters the body. We'll send the breath deep in and out of the belly. Inhale for the belly to rise. And exhale for the belly to soften. So let's start to bring in a little bit of movement. Can we inhale, reach and lengthen the crown of the head even higher to the sky. Then as we exhale, we're going to turn the gaze over the right shoulder. So just stretching out that left side of the neck. Draw the left shoulder down and away from the ear. And we're going to bring this neck turn into a little bit of a twist. So we'll bring the right hand from the leg. We'll send it round behind the back, and we'll bring the left hand across and over to the outside of that right thigh. Can we press here through the right fingertips as we lift and lengthen the spine, drawing the heart up and forward. And then as we exhale, we'll take a twist and a turn over that right shoulder. Another couple of breaths. Can we go a little deeper? Inhale as we press through the fingertips and open through the heart. And exhale, twist and turn. One more breath here. We'll inhale. Can we grow even taller as we lengthen the crown of the head higher to the sky? And exhale, twist and turn. With the next exhale, we'll release. Come all the way back to center. Placing our hands back onto the knees or the lap, wherever they were, with the palms facing upwards. Check on the posture. Watching that we haven't slumped. Keep that spine tall, heart reaching forward, and shoulders relaxed down and away from the ears. Inhale, grow through the crown, and exhale, twist and turn the head gently over the left shoulder. And then again, we'll take this into a twist. We'll bring the left hand round behind the back for support. Use the left fingers as we press into them to help prop the chest up, and bring the right hand over to the outside of the left leg. And we'll anchor ourselves through this twist as we inhale, grow. Pull up the heart, feel that expansion. Keep the openness, and exhale, twist and turn. Another couple of breaths if there's room. We'll inhale, grow. Exhale, twist. One more breath here. We'll inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. With that exhale, release and slowly come all the way back to center. Taking the hands again onto the knees, rolling the palms upwards. Keeping the spine really nice and tall here. Can we drop the chin down towards the chest? And just allow the head to hang here. So beginning nice and gently today. Just slowly starting to open and release the body. And our twists are so useful for boosting the body's immunity as they help to cleanse through the digestive system and help us to flush out any toxins so that our body can work more in harmony and more in balance. And slowly, when you're ready, pick up the head all the way back up on top of the shoulders, back into a neutral position. And then we're going to change from seated up and onto all fours. So just popping yourself into a tabletop position. Any way that you can get there is fine. We want to align our shoulders over the elbows, over the wrists, fingers spread nice and wide. Knees directly beneath the hips, toes are flat to the floor. Let's awaken the spine with cow and cat. We'll press down through the tops of the feet, press through the palms, pull the heart forward, lift the hips and the gaze into cow stretch. And then as we exhale, we'll pull the navel deep in towards the spine and press and round the back all the way off and into a cat stretch. Can you really force those hands deeply into the ground? Feel the upper back stretch as the heart pushes to the sky. Next inhale, we'll press up and into a tabletop, through tabletop into cow, and from cow back and into cat. And we'll rest from our cat stretch all the way into child's pose. Hips soften down against the heels, belly and chest relax over the thighs, and we'll outstretch the fingers forward towards the top of the mat. So we're just going to start to build in a little bit more flow, a little bit more pace. Just getting the heart rate gently elevated, increasing the temperature of the body and working with the lymphatic system. Gazing forward. Where we can, we'll match the movement of the body with the movement of the breath. Inhale to roll up and into tabletop position. From tabletop, hug the elbows in towards the ribs, keep the hips lifted, and slowly lower the chin and chest down towards the ground. Knees, chest, chin, look forward. Sliding the legs back. Take an inhale, scoop up and into baby cobra. Inhale from baby cobra, up onto all fours, from where we'll tuck the toes, press into the hands, and lift the hips all the way up into down dog. Keep this nice and easy. Just see how the hamstrings are doing as you pedal the heels up and down. Keep the head nice and relaxed. Chin tucks towards the chest, shaking the head from side to side. So here we're in a forward fold position where the head is lower than the heart. This is going to draw blood supply to the sinuses, which is our first line of defense in the body's immunity. If you're feeling quite congested though, maybe pick the head up slightly if it feels uncomfortable, with the head completely relaxed. Always listen to the body, stay in tune with how you feel, and never do anything that doesn't feel right, and what feels right can really vary day by day and class by class. And we'll walk the feet forward towards the hands and come into ragdoll. Soften the knees here, feet are hip distance apart. We'll bring the hands onto the elbows, and again, so that the neck and the shoulders are completely relaxed, we tuck the chin in towards the chest, and just swing and sway gently and softly from side to side. Maybe you can bring in here an alternation between bending one leg and straightening the other, just seeing how that works along the hamstring, the hips, and all the way down the back. Let's drop the hands away from the elbows, slide them up on top of the shins, and we'll inhale, pick the head up to around about hip height, coming up halfway. From the halfway point, press down through the soles of the feet, and we'll inhale, reach arms up and into the air. Hands come into prayer, give a little lift to the heart as we open the chest, and then we'll exhale, take the hands all the way down, past the heart center, and into mountain pose. Okay, some sun salutations. Let's start to move with a bit more rhythm. Inhale as we reach up. Soften the knees, and exhale, drop down to a forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen, flat back. Exhale, soften the knees, ground the hands, step in, or if you want to hop, you can hop the feet back and into plank. Push the heels away nice and strong through the core, pressing upwards through the heart. You can either take full plank here or half, and come down to full chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Look forward on an inhale, we'll scoop up, we've got our baby cobra. Or if you want a little bit more now, press through and into full up dog. Really extend that half forward. Inhale from cobra or up dog, and we'll exhale to turn on the toes, back and into down dog. Checking our alignment a little bit more here. Make sure the fingers are spread wide. Press a little bit more weight through the first finger and the thumb on each hand. And as you push the ground away, can you pull the shoulders away from the ears and feel the upper arms rotate outwards. Hips lift up high to the sky, heels draw down low to the floor. Okay, from our down dog, we'll pick up the right leg, three-legged dog. And just rotate that right ankle a couple of times, both ways. And then we'll look forward to the inside of the right hand. Inhale here, and as we exhale, can we step that right foot through? Right knee stacks in line over the ankle, and the left knee will bring down to the floor. We'll come towards Crescent. So Crescent's a nice opener for quad here into the hip flexor, but it goes deep into the abdomen, into the chest. If you want a little bit more, you can take that left leg further back. If you want a little bit less, bring it in. When it feels about right, can we bring the toes flat to the ground? Soften and sink into the hips. Really relax those hips down towards the floor. So options, you can keep the hands grounded. It'll give you a little bit of support. Or you could go deeper maybe by bringing the hands onto the right knee. Keep the hips melting low to the ground as the heart pulls up towards the sky. And hold and breathe here for 3. On each inhale, can we lift that heart up and forward? 2 and 1. We're going to relax. Take the belly and the chest down over the right thigh. Ground the palms either side of the foot and press back for lunge splits. Nothing too deep. This doesn't need to be. Just see how you feel as you extend the hips back. Feel a nice release along the hamstring towards the calf and the sole of that right foot. If you want a little bit more, you can flex in those toes towards the shin. Okay, let's bring it back. Knee over ankle, drop into the hips. Relax down. Options, keep the hands on the floor. 1. Back onto the knee for 2. If you want a bit more on this round, release the hands from the knee and take the arms up and into the sky as we hold and breathe again for 3. Drop those arms back and feel the heart open even more. 2 and 1. Ground the hands. Again, we go for lunge splits, pushing the hips backwards and opening out through the right leg. Breathe here. Still where we can, where we remember, keeping the inhales and the exhales flowing through the nose and through the belly. So we're going to move away from a more flexibility focused posture and onto something that's going to bring in more strength, more stability. So we'll bring that right knee back in line with the ankle. Here though, we're going to tuck the left toes under, lift the left knee up and press the heel back. As the left heel's pushing away, keep rooting through the left hand and inhale the right arm up and into the air. We're back in our twist. We're back with our abdominal organs and thinking about that detoxifying process. The more slowly and deeply that we can breathe in and out of the belly, the more of a massage into the intestines that we'll receive. If you want a little bit more here, you could maybe even drop that right hand round behind the back. Send it over towards the left hip. And can you rotate the right shoulder a little further back and the left shoulder forward? The more connection between the belly and the thigh, the better. Take 3. You can drop that back knee if you need to. 2. Let's come out. 1. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, right hand grounds down outside of the right foot and step that right leg back and into plank. Inhale from plank, full or half, come down, chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, press up and into cobra or up dog. Exhale, pushing back and into down dog, relax the head. Paddle it out if it feels good. Keep that breath flowing, that energy moving. Okay, left side. When you're ready, take an inhale, reach the left leg up. And we'll rotate that ankle a few times, both ways. Look forward to the space where we're going to place the left foot inside of the hand. Take an inhale and exhale to bring the foot through. Right knee down. So see how you feel when you ground the back knee. And if you want a little bit more, send the right leg away. If you need a bit less, bring it forward. Once it's right, toes are down. And soften and sink into the hips. Just see how I feel in here with the hands on the mat. Again, we'll take it in a couple of rounds just to ease into this. So maybe if you want to go a bit deeper to start with, bring the hands onto the knee and feel the heart lift upwards. Shoulders relax down and away. On an inhale, the heart lifts. On an exhale, the hips sink. 2 and 1. Let's take it to our first lunge splits on the left leg. Hands ground either side of the left foot and we press back. Nice and gently, just finding the feeling of a good stretch, but nothing strained, nothing painful. Gathering the energy back. Getting ready for our second round of Crescent. We'll bring the left knee in line with the ankle on the inhale and drop the hip on the exhale. Options then, we can go 1, hands to the floor, 2, hands on the knee, or if you want more, 3, reach the arms up. Feel the arms relax back and away. Breathe in for 3, inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, hips sink, 2. And 1, releasing the hands down. Framing again the left foot. Push back for lunge splits. Second round. Slow and deep with the breath. If you want a bit more, you could pull in those toes. See how that feels. Stretch the fingers further forward. Getting ready to come into a more strengthening position with the left leg forward now. We'll inhale, bring left knee and stack it over the ankle. Right toes tuck, right leg lifts. Press the right heel back. Firming through the right palm. Inhale the left arm up and into the air. Can we get a good connection between the belly and the thigh against that left leg? Keep pushing the right heel back. If you want to go deeper, we'll drop this left hand round behind the body, over towards the right hip or thigh and rotate. Keep nice and strong through the right hand. Breathe 3. Keep opening with every inhale. Twisting with every exhale. 2. Nice. And 1. We'll inhale, reach left arm up. Exhale, drop the left hand down. And from here, we're going to step the left leg back into plank. Full plank or half down, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, back and into down dog. Relax and breathe here. Hopefully feeling a little bit of an increase in the temperature of the body and the heart rate maybe. An indication that all of the oxygenated blood that's nutrient rich we've just created through the movement of the body, we're drawing around the whole body from head to toe. Nice and slowly we're going to lower down to the floor, bring the knees to the mat, toes flat. Pressing the hips to the heels, drop into child's pose. Nice and slowly from child's pose, we'll slide the hands up by the knees and lengthen into hero pose. So just a kneeling position we're going to use to transition to be seated the other way. So from our kneeling, we'll drop the hips to the side, bring the legs out in front, planting the feet onto the mat, hip distance apart, and vertebrae by vertebra, lower the spine all the way down onto the floor. We'll turn the palms from facing upwards to down, so they're pressing the ground away. And we're going to walk the heels gently in towards the hips. We're coming towards bridge pose here, so another nice gentle back bend, heart opener. We'll push down through the soles of the feet and through the hands, bringing the hips up towards the ceiling and drawing the chest towards the chin. With this position, it's important that we're not turning the neck from side to side, so keep the gaze upwards to the sky. And keep on bringing the chest towards the chin, and that'll allow length through the whole back, and it'll help us to avoid tensing up and compressing the lumbar spine. If you want a little bit more here, you could clasp the hands together underneath the body, roll the weight onto the shoulder blades, see if that allows you a little bit more of a lift here. If anyone wants more still, you could reach the hands onto the ankles, right hand onto right ankle, left onto left, and just see if that allows you a little bit more lift. If you need to free up the throat, tilt the chin towards the ceiling. Hold 3, keep lifting, 2, and 1, release. Nice and slowly, vertebra by vertebra. We'll take the spine down onto the ground. Hug the knees in towards the belly and the chest, and give yourself a squeeze. We'll rock from side to side here, just massaging not only the muscles around the lower back, but also into the kidneys and the adrenal glands. Our adrenal glands are responsible for producing stress hormones that flow into the bloodstream. And if we've been feeling run down, or a bit under the weather, or we've had a lot going on, then maybe our adrenal glands might be overworked, so we'll just give them a little chance to renew and to reset. Okay, to finish with, we're going to extend the legs up and into the air. Now this is a really nice stress boosting pose that calms and relaxes the central nervous system. There's a couple of ways that you can do it. You can do it without any props, just like I am right now, legs extended up. If you're by a wall, you can use a wall for support to rest your legs up against the wall. Or if you have a cushion or a bolster, you can place it where my hands are now, underneath the hips, and that'll just give you a little extra support through the posture. So we're just going to let our legs hang in the air. Arms wherever's comfy at the sides, above the head, just wherever feels good for you. We're going to hang and breathe here. So legs up against the wall, or a variation of it as we're in now. Calms the central nervous system, evens out the blood flow, and allows lymphatic drainage. It's a really nice posture just to finish with, and hopefully top off our energy boosting class just with a little extra. Keeping the breath flowing nice and slow, nice and deep. Doesn't matter if the legs are straight or bent, just allow them to hang in the air. So it's not so much a hamstring stretch, it's more restorative, more gentle. And bring the legs down nice and slowly, feet to the floor, knees bent. If the arms are anywhere other than out to the side, we'll take them there. Palms roll upwards, shoulders relax into the mat. And just twisting out before Savasana, dropping the knees to the right side, turn the head to the left. And inhale to the middle, and exhale the knees to the left, and the head to the right. So rest is another thing that's so important for keeping our immunity up. So make sure that you give yourself the opportunity to really rest. When you're ready, sliding the legs all the way out as you drop into final Savasana.